was the...
Welcome to Fluffed Up, a show for furries by someone who can't stop getting the police to question him.
What?
How's your week been, Wolfletech?
Well, first of all, it's been a month.
Hi!
Partially my fault.
Welcome to the month-long hiatus caused by everybody not getting their shit together.
Alright, so we had the Wisconsin picnic. I had its rough out. And then after that, we kind of had a random meetup of the Driftless area, which was very fun and awesome. Put it this way, you know how it was rainy on Monday?
Yes.
Guess what I was doing on Monday?
Swimming.
Yes. In a river that started increasing 6 inches since we were there.
So, you decided, in the smartest way possible, to mess with Mother Nature.
Yes.
Did that work out for you?
Actually, it was a lot of fun.
Okay, don't bank on that every time.
Ha ha, it's a river.
Thank God that we don't have picture, because Mr. Chewy doesn't know how to zip.
No, these pants actually, the fly naturally falls down.
I love how I didn't tell you, I just poked your dick.
Yeah, man. Atty,
So-
like many aquatic creatures, saw a hole and decided to figure out what's inside.
What? That is a rumor?
Yeah. So anyway,
You're not saying it's false.
Yeah, speaking of that, so most of our episodes now are going to be audio-based
Probably
only.
all of them, yeah.
Most, unless it's a special.
Well-
So see you in like 2 years for the 50th episode.
Our
well-
anniversary.
The idea is like if we're on site or something, we'll do video then because we'll probably already have our suits.
I highly doubt there will ever be a time where I'm going to be running around suiting and you'll be like, sit your ass down, we're doing a podcast.
Well,
Maybe at a convention, and that's about it.
Well, and that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing.
I
I'm
like
thinking
our
like at a convention, like wilderness camp.
The
out,
convention
stuff
one
like
was
that.
fun.
I
but-
liked we had issues, but I did like
yeah,
it.
it was a fun,
And that's-
very impromptu one. The only issue was it kept dying on us.
I just like because it's like you were in a good mood because you're at a con, so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we'll do a podcast.
And that's kind of the idea is like we can show and do different things that we've had at the convention, like.
We can do an aquatifer when we're in the hot tub.
Yes.
That one won't be
I don't
in suit.
know.
You'll just watch our
Do we
half-naked
really
bodies.
want to sit in a hot tub for like 40 minutes?
We sat in a hot tub for 2 hours getting drunk and watching the new Garfield show.
New Garfield.
Like the one that came out in like 2013. We
not
watched
new.
that.
I literally walked back into the hotel room for the first time of the day. It's like 9 o'clock at night. They're starting to watch Garfield. And then I get done with the day at like 2 a.m. and they're just finishing. Like,
I think
Techno's asleep on the floor.
Garfield does amazing things to everybody.
Works wonders.
If you have a Netflix subscription right now and about 12 hours to kill,
I am safe.
put on Garfield and just watch
Yeah.
the horrors of life that someone decided was a good idea and greenlit it for like, what, 3 or 4 seasons?
It was on for a while.
It was on for
the
a long
fact that I know
time.
it exists means it was on for a while.
Greenlit, that means 420.
If you want to know what furries do in their room when they're bored, congratulations, you now know.
This is what a room party is.
Honestly, it was hot tub talking about like how sad we are sometimes and watching Garfield.
Wait, where was this?
Aquatifer in the staff hotel room for the events
Well,
team.
Do we have a staff hotel room? Am I in it? I don't remember.
I'm the one who... So it's not really a staff hotel room, but what we do is... Like, a lot of the events team just
Yeah.
kind of got a room.
Because
there's a reason for it. I'm not going to say it on the podcast, but I'll tell you it after.
Secrecy.
well, the best reason is
When we get munchies.
when we're bored, we come up with great ideas for our panels that we're hosting, and we also bring in other events team members.
I just found that piece of paper this weekend.
So one of the big things when we were all planning it, someone's like, "Hey, we're gonna be doing a Jackbox thing," and they're like, "Oh, let's bring in Chewy and a couple others because they're events team and they're funny." And then from there, I also for my improv show, we gave Chewy a mic. That's how I gained most of my people was just through doing events with them.
Here's the thing. When you're in charge of the schedule, you get to choose what's on said schedule. And when you need fillers for the schedule, you just go ahead and fill said schedule with random things.
Oh, I'm
And
excited
that's why
for
you
this
had
year.
3 panels.
I had like 5 because
Yeah.
people kept leaving and not actually doing their panels. There was a panel called How to Be a Con Artist that I had to run. You know what I told them? They left us. And we're a bunch of people who don't know how to do anything. Welcome to How to Be a Con Artist. Let's start with stealing wallets.
Yes.
I actually had an artist helping me though, so I was more on
okay, that's good.
I was on like the connoisseur standpoint, and she was on the actual art standpoint. So like expectations from both sides.
We're gonna have her as a guest host here soon, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully Bryn is someone we are definitely looking for.
We've had her in the Telegram group chat forever now.
Yeah,
as well as us.
added.
If you may all know her, she's the crazy kooky dog that we all know and love, Semj. We definitely want her on as well. If you've seen any of her podcasts, I've been on those, and
everyone is requesting me to get on there.
Imagine a Chewy on there. Well, because you're funny, to a degree.
You're special in your own way.
Hey, at least one of the 6 times I was pulled over or talked to by the cops, this things had a sense of humor.
Oh no. Why do you keep getting pulled over?
Because he likes to look at trains, and happens that trains are in elementary schools.
What?
Wasn't it you were at a school and someone called in a complaint because there was just a man watching
that would
trains?
be funny.
I'm so glad that we're not video actually this, because my staring at Chewy is ridiculous.
I can include pictures every so often. You'll have the video footage to just include screen grabs.
Anyway, so yes. It was 6 times I've talked to a officer or officer-esque person. I say that because one of them was actually a DNR warden.
So do they know your name by now?
I've already had enough background checks, so yes. Now, the funny part was...
where everyone knows your name.
So I also help a nonprofit, and 3 of the times I got talked to were I was either coming from that place or at that place, or in the parking lot.
So, what you're saying is this nonprofit is getting you in more trouble than it's worth.
Well, the thing is the officers in this town literally just sit right by it. And during the events that serve alcohol, they literally just watch for people driving outside the place. And we actually... It's funny, one of our board of directors, because I'm secretary of the thing, is actually on the village board. And we've complained to her so many times. It's kind of like ridiculous. But yeah, the one time was my left headlight. The one time was my right headlight.
It's just stupid reasons.
The one time I was just parked in the parking lot of the community center. And the funny part is the second time I got my headlight was the same officer 5 minutes later.
So it sounds like you need to figure some stuff out and make your car work.
Well, the thing was my Pontiac G6, I found out it's a very common issue where the socket into the headlight overheats because it's a completely sealed unit. So you have to replace it every so often. It's just...
Have you been keeping up on your headlight fluid as well?
Yes.
Okay, good.
My blinker fluid is good because I have eye drops.
Good.
Blinker fluid.
Atty doesn't drive. This is very obvious suddenly.
I get the joke!
So
that was 3. The 4th time I literally got food. As I was getting food, I heard a train whistle in the distance. So I went over to this one place, literally right across the street from this food place. Just kind of sat eating my burger at the end of the road, right next to the tracks.
To watch the train?
And an officer came by and was just like...
You would love to live where I do. You get to watch trains all day.
There's a funny part, is I have software that shows me where the trains are at.
Aww.
Such a nerd.
I know when they're showing up around you, and I just laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, actually, while I was waiting for you guys to get back, I heard something call your hometown, and I was just like, good thing she's not home.
Yeah, it's after.
Yeah, so I actually asked a few questions, and he actually pretty much gave me permission to sit there as long as I want. What happened with that one is it's right next to a business, and there's only one person there at night. So they were like, well, there's just a car sitting at the end of the thing. They called it in, just concerned citizen, like. I talked to the officer. I'm like, is that all right for me if I park here, though? He's just like, oh, yeah, this is technically part of the street. It actually goes farther, but it's just a dirt road. I'm just like, okay.
They wanted to make sure that there wasn't a smushed Wolfletech on the tracks.
Oh, no.
So, well, the funny thing is at It's Rough Out, there's one of the rail lines that goes into Madison. was right there. Every time it would honk its horn in the distance, I'd just a whoop.
So I gotta ask, what? Because I know like this is pretty recent.
So that
What
was
is your
5.
sudden love of trains?
Well, I gotta get to the 6th time I got talked to.
Oh god.
Oh, it better be
And
interesting
they-
than the
and
last
they would-
Yeah,
time.
it better actually be.
So, Appleton picnic. It was that night.
Okay.
So, yeah, because you were up there. When I
Yeah.
left there, I went to the cabin.
Okay.
That day, I drove over 200 miles just to hit a deer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit a
1
deer.
mile, like less than a mile from the cabin.
Oy, oy.
Now, unfortunately, the deer did die, but
Yeah.
it
Just like
it
my
was
sense of
lucky
humor.
because I actually hit it and I had pretty much
We're
no.
also lucky because you had a good dinner that night.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that night. The next morning we hit 6.
What?
Was it with deer?
It was venison. Here's the thing, because like I felt terrible. The thing was is where I hit it, there was logs right there. It couldn't see me. I couldn't see it. So it literally just bounced off my thing, but it crushed a rib right, and that's what killed it. And I was just like, well, I don't. Like, here's the thing with my family is they do hunt. I don't. I finally got a deer, unfortunately.
Are you gonna get stuffed?
No.
No.
But the thing is like we hunt and utilize all the meat that we could, and that's what we did. So instead of it going to waste or something,
So you really did eat it.
yeah. Well, conveniently at the cabin was my dad.
I was just kidding.
I'm sorry. Here's the thing. Yes, I grew up rural Wisconsin. Hunting is a thing.
I know I get that, but it's just like killed it. Might as well eat it. You know?
Roadkill stew.
Well, I mean,
The good stuff.
that's the thing is like, yeah, you could just toss it and waste it, but
Yes.
at
I didn't
least-
even know that was legal. If you hit it, you can keep.
There's
you
actually-
hit it, you break it, you buy it.
there's actually a forum on the DNR website saying roadkill deer, and you don't have to log in for it. But you do need a DNR number, which
that-
is stupid because not everybody has a DNR number.
That makes me think of have any of you ever seen Open Season?
Yes.
You ever see the season where he got hit by a car and then it shows the car swerve off the road and go into a
on the
field and hit him?
interstate. Where'd you hit him on the interstate?
Yeah.
Sorta.
Oh, that movie's so dumb.
It's been so long. I don't even think I even watched Open Season 2.
So good.
I didn't watch the second one though.
The second one's bad. But the
It's
first
real
one's-
bad,
There's
but-
like 3, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's 3.
they need to not.
Oh. Actually, I didn't finish. So what happened was we brought it back in my dad's truck, and just so happened Saturday, that Sunday at like 7:30 in the morning, a DNR warden was just driving by on the road, and just so happened noticed it in the back of the truck. We questioned it,
Oh no.
drove in. Now, this all occurred at like midnight. So I didn't get to sleep until like 1:30. So 6 hours later,
Whoa.
and then I go look at his officer and just like my uncle who was up there answered the door. Just like, you want to talk about this? It's like, oh yeah, we'll get the young guy who
Anders Keith.
hit it. So the funny thing was the warden. So got to talk to the warden on property. Talked about it, just like, yeah, it happened just right here. I drove over 200 some miles, and I hit it last mile. Thought I hit it with my dad's truck, because my dad hit a deer in about the same spot,
Oh my gosh. Bad
like
Juvies.
last year.
Bad juvie spot.
But then I showed the front of mine, and like even to this day, some of the furs still just kind of.
Ew!
Ew!
A car wash costs like $5.
And I have a code for Quick Trip in Watertown. But guess what broke last week?
Your Quick Trip coupon card?
Yep.
It only works at one Quick Trip. So I have to go to the one. Yes, it's a dumb system, but so I bought it at the Watertown one, and I have to go to that Watertown to use the code. But guess what? Oh, it was broken last week. I wanted to wash my fucking car too. Oh my god, Tyler swore. Ah! Wolfletech War.
Yeah, I'm more concerned what you say your real name.
I get to claim it this time.
Yay!
Yay.
It's a big first for everybody. Wolfletech Swore.
On podcast.
So, my time definitely hasn't been as crazy as yours. I hiked a cliff in fursuit.
It's so funny. My time's not crazy.
So did I.
Getting married next month.
Yeah.
Going to Japan. My life's not that crazy.
Well, that's because that's not happened yet. I'm saying what's happened prior. Like, this week, I was recording a YouTube video. I thought I did really well. The entire thing corrupted.
I'm gonna cry about this
and then you deleted it before asking if I can fix it.
That's because I already talked to a bunch of people and they said there's nothing that could be done, so I deleted it.
Yeah,
and that's
and
I literally have some. See, the thing is, it was funny. I was actually looking at the packaging earlier today, being like, "Oh, I should download that software that helps you recover things from an SD card."
I've tried that.
And you were like, "But I deleted it." I'm just like, it's gonna make it too hard for me. Just re-record it.
But then after that, I decided to go to a friend's house to play VR with him. And, one of those rules, don't go in front of somebody while they're in VR. Well, I now have a concussion. I got punched real hard.
And I can't believe you went to bed with it. If you have a concussion, you can't, wake up.
Oh, yeah. The other thing was all my muscles kind of hurt. So, I was in and out of sleep the entire. I don't honestly know if I slept that night.
Oh my
but I still was like, I had a good time.
Did you guys spend the night at his house?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
So, I did get to go to sleep right away to try to recover a little bit.
What is up with you guys and sleeping at his place?
Because
it's a freaking hour.
Because we got drunk.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, you always have bad luck whenever you sleep.
He
over.
does.
I do.
He got punched in the head last time. He was having vertigo issues.
That's because everybody told me to keep spinning on the tire swing, and apparently
you cannot blame a tire swing. You went on for a minute for your night-long vertigo.
3 minutes.
That has nothing to do with it.
Then what causes the vertigo?
I don't know, Chewy, but it's not a tire swing.
Because I did 5 shots of vodka that time and I was fine.
But it's not that, it's the tire swing.
But it's definitely the tire swing.
No, honestly, it's either that or it's because I mixed booze.
You probably, I don't
know. See, this is why I don't know. Either way.
Hey, guess what? We can eliminate 2 of these probability causes by going back on the tire swing and not drinking.
Let's go back to the tire swing.
I don't know. Maybe I still get dizzy.
PTSD.
We have a hypothesis.
Tire swings that's not going to stop me from spinning real fast on tire swings. I hope you guys know.
Just don't drink next time.
Oh my god.
And that will know if you actually have vertigo or if it was the drink.
So we'll probably do the next podcast before the wedding, and then there'll be 2.5 weeks time before the next podcast where I'm back from Japan.
Unless I just do one without you.
Unless you do one with just you and Atty, then you can bring on a guest. But we'll definitely have a post-Japan one.
I'm just going to do one without
We can honestly have a lot of the footage that I use for my videos for my channel, which I'll have going, a video thing of me going to Japan and stuff.
Or we
can have those play over that episode. No, because I want to make content too. I want to take video of the weird stuff I find in Japan, so I have memories of it.
So
I want to take video of the pantsy machines.
So the suicide forest.
We're not going there.
No, that's what you think.
We are actually hiking Mount Fuji though, but we're taking a bus through the forest.
We're not hiking up Mount Fuji. We're taking a bus to hike forest.
No, we're going through the forest, and then we're hiking Fuji. I don't want to go through that forest.
Who goes on a honeymoon and says, let's get sweaty and climb a rock?
People who want to say that they've done that? It's a really pretty mountain. I want to see the top of it.
Wisconsin First Picnic.
Yeah, ew. Oh, I'm honestly, Jensen was talking to me. He's like, oh, you probably saw all those pictures and regret not going. And I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I was going to say, Atty is the most, I don't want to work out person I know.
Not in a fursuit,
You didn't have to, though. You guys just went up the mountain, and then I got told by a very concerned hiker that, there was one of your people up there, he said he had mono, and I instantly knew who it was.
So, if you watch my video, I made a joke about how Amicus joined as someone recording, and he got up 5 flights, and then he threw up.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so you see, Chewy, I gotta put down the camera, and the camera goes down, he's like, is this the button that turns it off? And it goes black. And like he literally just crawls over to the edge and hurls. And it's like
So one of the hikers actually came down, and this is why I disappeared.
yeah, we have this recorded. We have this recorded on my thing of us talking to her. And then we got up, and he was complaining about not having enough to drink. And then she watched him throw up and like go down.
Yeah, she came down and told me, and what I instantly did was I talked to Blazger and was just like, all right, can you man the fort for a bit?
Okay, so before
I ran over to my
anything,
car.
if you don't know about this meet, this is the Devil's Lake State Park meet. To give you an idea,
Wisconsin First Picnic. Call it by its real name.
Okay, fine. The Wisconsin First Picnic hosted at Devil's Lake. Essentially, if you want an idea of it, it's a giant lake, and there's two giant cliff faces against it, and a bunch of bluffs, cliffs, whatever. A bunch of fursuiters decided, let's climb it. And this is where our story is.
You guys started by crossing the train tracks.
Yes.
Wisconsin and Southern Railroad.
Oh my god, you train nerd.
I only know that because I went to the North Shore, and it literally says, please stay off the Wisconsin and Southern Railroad tracks.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, so after she came down and talked to us. I told them thank you. I ended up running to my car. I had grabbed 3 bottles of Gatorade, tossed it in my sweatshirt, and then started hiking up the trail. And then it took me a bit to get up there, but I was motivated. So fat guy motivation means less very winded hiking up the hill. I get to the top and I take a break. I'm like, all right, well, they're probably going to come back down this way. So I sit there for about 5 minutes to catch my breath. And then I'm like, all right, let's think this one through. Which way is Devil's Doorway? Because I know Chewy would be there for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Since I was there for my failed recording of your proposal.
I'm worried. Is that going to be in your best man speech about how I forgot to actually say my lines?
All right, note that maybe, but also how not to use a selfie stick while recording a video. But yeah, so I make it up there and I start heading towards Devil's Doorway, and I could see the sidewalk leading over to our shelter, and all I saw was a group of people. And one of them was completely black. Like, color-wise. Mm. This guy. So I was watching for a bit. I'm like, alright, is that them? I can't tell. If they turn right, then I know they're heading towards our shelter. If they're turning left, they're going in the parking lot. They turn right. God dang it. It's them.
I like how you...
Oh, so you were up at the top and you saw us.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So I was literally at the top. And... the only way I could think of, I'm like, okay, there's only one other trail down, and that was the CCC trail. And I know that trail really well because that day of your proposal,
yes,
I actually hiked that holding on to my Wolfletech head and hand paws and tail because I was going to take some things up there. So yeah, Wolf's been on top of the mountain, but not worn.
I climbed it in Chewy and then climbed back down in Chewy.
And Jensen just literally ran up and down.
Yep.
Jensen is someone
Because he was. I actually met him.
It helps. His suit's really good at venting air.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, that's the issue with Chewy is I have a lot of issues venting air because the mouth closes.
And my old suit vents better in the mouth. My new one, not as much. But I like it because of the lights.
But yeah, that's about it for my... big time. I've just been casually making videos. I had that video failure, getting punched in the face in VR. VR is really fun. I definitely want to pick one up, but...
I feel like if I do VR, I'll get motion sick.
Surprisingly, Maddie said she'd get motion sick and she didn't, so it's actually... You might actually be fine.
It depends on...
I want to do VR chat so
It's
bad.
very iffy. You gotta try it.
That's why Jensen got them.
Okay, so you guys want to hear a story?
Oh, no.
He wants to get a second one.
He already has a second one.
He's trading in his Quest, which is the portable one that doesn't require a system to run it, to get a second of the Oculus Rift S, so that he can lend it to me, so we can play VR together.
That sounds dope! I don't have room for VR. Y'all both have, like, all this space.
Well, you can definitely come over.
You can't do VR chat on the standalone?
You can. It's just wants one where you can plug it into Steam so you can actually get a bunch of games because the standalone does not have Steam interface yet.
Right.
And he already has both of them, so he could just trade in the one, get the money back, and with the same amount of money, get another F. Okay, how about you, Atty? How was your time been?
Hold on. I actually had a transition.
Okay.
I was counting down for the edit point.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. So the funny thing is with those VR things, we actually have a few, we have 9 of them at the middle school I work at. And I had to put the password on all of them. So yeah, I understand why it can't work with Steam.
Yeah.
But, the annoying part with them is, you can't just put in the username and password. We have to use the secondary wireless thing, which has a 63-character password. Now, you know the wand thing that they came with those?
Yeah.
Use that to type in 63 characters, mixed numbers, letters, uppercase, lowercase, and a few other asterisks and things.
It can definitely be confusing.
9 times.
Yikes.
So yeah.
Why does the school have VRs?
They got them in a grant. The STEM Academy.
Couldn't they have paid for the teachers?
Well, what it is like
weird investment.
Yeah. Like, there's not really educational games.
It was like a grant for I want to.
The most educational game is where you're an old, like you're mentoring a small Asian girl.
You know. But yeah. So anyway, well, mine's still going.
Oh well.
But yeah. Anyway, so you know who owns Oculus, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Facebook.
Oh.
Guess who made the grant, I'm pretty sure.
Facebook?
Yeah. Because there's a lot of things you can do for, like, training or, like, VR games or navigating or education with inside the VR realm.
Because, like, I don't know of many, like, educational VR games. Like, most of them are, like, zombies.
One of the cool videos I saw was an inner working of a old style mechanical clock tower.
Okay.
Like a VR video where you could see all the cogs and things moving. Like,
I wonder how good YouTube 360 videos would be in VR.
They're interesting because of how YouTube does 360 videos.
Yeah, because when I watch the ones, it's just scroll dragging them to spin around.
I actually watched, I think, a little bit of one of the VR videos. It was a VR video. Okay, trains. VR video.
Of course.
Of
you and trains.
It was one of the new tunnels in London.
Oh my god.
But that was just because it was the only... I did 360 video and then just London. And that literally was the first thing that popped up. I was just like, oh.
You got excited?
I was just like, well, why not?
How much money have you put in Train Simulator?
I bought it back in 2012.
Yeah, but the DLC price for that is about $35,000.
Yeah, the DLC is ridiculous, but I haven't actually invested a whole lot. I usually do workshop.
Because I feel like that'd be the kind of thing where you'd put in a couple...
Would I? Yes, but I don't...
Like, if you won the lottery, the first thing you would do is probably buy all the DLC for Train Simulator.
No. Student loans first. I am a real world Abu. So anyway...
First, I'll pay off my student loans, and I'll probably get a taco with the rest of the money.
Eddie.
Nani?
Alright, that's your only answer.
How's been stay-at-home artist? What have you been up to?
So depressing. No, I got I'm going to Anthrocon, and in exchange for the room and like 3 dinners, I got to do like a big group character piece, and I finished that like way earlier than I expected, and it took like over 12 hours to do, or more than.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten huge amount of commissions from that, like people wanting giant room banners from you.
They couldn't afford it.
That's very true.
Just being honest.
That is very true.
It's a lot of money, but I don't know.
It's a really good piece of art, to be honest,
Thanks. It was a lot of freaking work.
I don't know if I've seen the full thing yet.
It's really nice looking. I'll have to show you later. Yeah, just think of a bunch of 12 kimono characters like dogpiled on each other.
I've never, like, I can't, because I've only done, like, maybe...
Oh, so Japanese room party. Got it.
Yeah. Shut up. I've done, like, maybe
Frickin' weebs.
3 characters total with art. So
They're all playing Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh my gosh, we have, like, this pretty nice big room at Anthrocon, and we're having a big kimono party in our room, and they're bringing, like, all these game systems and stuff and cards. I'm so excited.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be all the Kimosuki people. And since it's not that many, it'll be lit. I'm excited. But I have like so much money I still have to make before. Like I have all the main con expenses covered, but like I don't have money for my luggage. I don't have money for extra food. Like.
And where can people find you to commission said things to help fund you?
Twitter.
And where can Wolfletech...
Instagram.
And what is your ats?
Ruby Jones.
I think you should actually say it.
Wait,
proper.
there's links.
Actually promo yourself. The links will be down in the description as well.
That'll just, if you go to my YouTube channel, click on literally any of my videos.
Where can they find your YouTube channel?
You should be linking my video or my channel in every video.
You should still be telling people who aren't watching the YouTube. People are going to be on Apple. People are going to be on Google Podcasts.
Oh.
You need to actually properly link people.
We can put those in the proper description too, because I forget to do those on the actual thing.
Work.
That's why you're supposed to at yourself every time so people know where to find you.
This is why I'm at Wolfletech, literally everywhere.
Well,
I'm switching over to at Chewy's cuz for everything instead of Chewbacca's cousin.
I have a separate art life and a separate furry life.
You're doing well, my son.
Too bad.
I can't like have the same name for everything.
Well, you should start fixing
literally
that.
everywhere.
Then I would get rid of Atty before I got rid of Karupi.
Okay, everyone, Atty's new
I'm
YouTube
retired.
channel. Atty's new channel name is Karupi Jones.
I have a YouTube channel called Karupi Jones.
Just make
Atty's my secondary channel.
Make your fursuit channel Karupi Jones 2.
2.0.
The furry bit.
Alright, this is the channel that exists because monetization got canceled on my original channel. And I'm ticked off about it, so I'm going to rant about YouTube on this other channel.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to be
And that's literally how all the secondary channels exist.
Monetization is like not glorious at all.
It's not. That's why everybody's moving over to Patreon.
The money fluctuates. It goes up and down.
Yeah. It's all based on which ad is selected.
But, like,
it's based on how many people look at it.
Okay, but you'd think that you make money and it would slowly add up. Well, like one day I checked, I'm like, oh, I'm at $32, and the next day I'm at $29. I'm like, how did that happen?
Okay, that doesn't actually sound right.
No,
That's weird.
It fluctuates. So I haven't gotten past 32 at all. And I'm like, even if I get like 10,000 views, it's like, no.
I could go forever on this, and this would be another Wolfletech Stories thing, but I'll make it quick and simple this time. Because we're running out of time.
We're not running out of time.
We're literally over time.
We're fine.
Anyway.
We still have a bunch of topics to go over.
Oh, I don't want to talk too long.
Well, I think we'll be fine for this time.
We've literally only talked about our weeks. We need to talk about upcoming things and whatnot still.
Well, yeah.
You spent 20 minutes on your time.
We're literally doing nothing.
I'm going to Japan.
You're going to Japan. You're getting married.
By the time she's in Anthrocon, I'll be in Japan.
Will you be?
When's Anthrocon?
Anthrocon's the first weekend of July.
Yeah, I'll be in. I'll be coming back from Japan.
Oh, yeah,
I'll be in Japan on my second week there. Well, you're living that kawaii Japanese life of a fursuiter.
You're in Japan!
I'll actually be in Japan!
I will fight you!
And bring it!
And Wolfletech goes nowhere
I'll
because
teach you
no life.
I'll teach you the 30 words that I know.
Inti grande!
So desu ne.
So, not only is it the beginning of June, so let's all quit looking at July. We still have all of June to get through.
Oh shoot, it is going to be June. My birthday's coming up.
Your birthday's coming up the same day as my wedding.
How dare you?
I know, right? It's also Pride Week.
Wait.
Pride Month, not week.
I just put two and two together, and I'm not going to participate in that.
That you're not special?
Oh, no. I'm never special.
Oh my gosh. What are you talking about?
All my friends and brother are getting married, and I haven't even had a mate.
I had one.
If any of you lucky bachelors would like to date a 25-year-old man that's really good with technical stuff.
A 26-year-old white male that lives in his mother's basement.
If you would like to adopt this child.
White cis male looking for a partner.
Cis?
Cis? Are you
Cisgendered.
Cisgendered.
Yo, cis.
Oh, shut up.
I'm kidding.
Hi.
White, kinda straight guy looking for a white, kinda straight person.
Hey,
What?
okay.
I don't know.
The only thing straight in my life are railroad tracks. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay,
you know
I'm-
what? I think we need to
I think
call
we
it.
get that you like trains. I think this episode's gonna be called Wolfletech Likes Trains.
Yeah, I like trains.
Why are all the titles making fun of me?
Because this is the stuff you do. You willingly give
Story
out.
time with Wolfletech takes up
Hey,
60% of our
It's
content.
been a month. You guys did a podcast without me. I'm making up for that even point.
Oh, what? We did one without Chewy.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't barely gotten to talk about the
Have
things
we?
that I've put on the topics of.
Oh yeah.
the one we literally just posted,
You know, it's like
which I don't even want to
Oh, yeah.
watch back because I don't
talking.
I know why. Okay, I remember that one now.
Like talking about Pride, how this month is all
Yeah.
about the gays
Are we
and the
going to-
bis and the lesbians, and yes,
Yeah.
we are because I have to perform on Saturday. Wolfletech's not because
What
everyone's
time?
graduating at your school.
What time?
Because
Are you
I'm
going?
working graduation.
Probably earlier in the day.
Let me know because I want to go.
Okay, I'll take you.
I don't have any pride gear. I have a couple
You don't-
pins.
I
You have a fursuit.
you.
No, I'm not wearing the fursuit.
That's literally I'm gonna be up on stage fursuiting and
Good
dancing.
for you.
Get a flag. Get a rainbow flag. Just cover your head so that way the sun can't touch you, and protect yourself that
I
way.
don't have pride flags.
I want to get a pride flag
I don't
for
like
Mars.
having-
Amazon's a
Because
thing.
purple is really a good color. Like that's the nice thing about the bisexual flag is like
I
the
was-
colors are really
I
nice.
was gonna say, but purple is also ace. I'm like, you're not asexual.
No, that's purple and gray.
Yeah, how
We got like purple, pink, and like
my androgen flag is fun.
I
That's
thought it's
like-
androgynous.
well, androgynous, but then there's androgen.
That sounds like a proto-gin.
Androgen is actually a hormone.
So is
One
Pikachu
that oh dear.
and Sonic Hedgehog gene.
We're not talking about anything Sonic.
Hey, there was a actual new video coming out that
I
showed me.
don't want to know. You talk about Sonic, we're burning your fursuit.
Speaking of which,
The
we
end of
still,
that
need,
story.
we still need to do that for a video.
Yes.
What?
Guess who needs to coordinate that?
We need to find out what days Ona is available so we can go to her barn and blow stuff up.
Weekends.
Oh, nice.
And let's do it.
Yeah. coordinate that.
But not only is it
Anyway,
Pride Month,
talk
but
about Pride.
So what I'll be doing at Pride, I will be at Milwaukee Pride on Saturday, dancing in fursuit on the main stage during part of it.
I'll probably be having an ice cream cone or something.
I'll be running around with Atty too. I'll probably still be
You know
in
what? You'll
fursuit.
probably be doing your own thing. I'm gonna
Eddie
wander off by
likes a
myself.
Neapolitan.
It is not a good idea for a fursuiter to be alone. People are going to. Here's the thing about
You're
Pride.
gonna, okay, but you're gonna be practicing with people, so I'm gonna go off.
I know,
on my
but here's the thing. In fursuit, like last year, here's what I learned. If you stop to take pictures for somebody, you'll stay stopped for about 20 minutes because people will line up to take pictures with you.
So like the last Madison romp, just right as we got on the Capitol
oh, yeah,
Square.
the whole Indian family. But they wanted individual pictures with all of their.
Oh my
family.
god.
It went on forever.
Is this what happens when I miss things?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
No, I wasn't there because I had...
Yeah, we literally walked across
Oh,
State
wait,
Street.
hold on. I just realized something.
Ah.
Keck's graduation, the 8th, right?
Yes.
We'll be at Pride. Wait, is it Friday? Is it a Friday? Now I forget things. We'll figure that out later.
It's a Saturday.
Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to make it then because that's
Then
Pride Week.
Tell him.
Okay, then... Or it's not Pride Week?
Double.
It's not Pride Week, then never mind.
Well, when is Pride?
Then let me figure it out real quick.
Pride-
Well, I'm
Pride
well,
Week? I
well,
don't
I'm
know
figuring
Pride
out
Week.
what
The
time.
thing is-
When I'm figuring out what time Milwaukee Pride is, you guys talk about conventions.
I have it. What do you mean? I have it on my
She's
calendar.
going to AntlerCon. She did the picture. We already talked about that.
It's the 8th,
Yeah.
June 8th.
Milwaukee Pride. It is
That was the 15th.
No.
No, it's
June
June
8th.
8th because
Oh.
I talked to Blaziker, and because he has a group chat already made for it, and I saw June 8th.
yeah,
I'm like, oh,
June 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Okay.
So we'll
I don't know why
sadly
I
have
thought it was
to.
the 15th.
tell him about it, because I knew about it, and I'm like, well, I have to
You-
pick. I have to pick and choose, because I volunteered to do graduation this year so I could do the video work for it.
So we'll have to let people know because I thought Pride was a different week, but oh well, that's something.
Yeah, it seems a week earlier than.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you're gonna be missing a graduation party, which fursuits are no longer allowed at anyway.
Yeah.
However, there's a Wolfletech has the ability of creating events off a side event. And that may be occurring with fursuits allowed.
Yeah. Wait, what? We'll figure that out later. Because that actually involves event planning. So we have that.
No.
We have
that's on the
Atty's
same day,
convention
won't be there.
experience. Your and my next con... Well, you'll be going to Furry Migration.
Well, yeah, because I work at...
Yeah, people want me to go.
Well...
And it's very iffy because I have not had good experiences with Furry Migration. It is... falling, and a lot of people are telling me that it's like if you don't go, it's understandable.
And you'll see the fun times of furry migration.
No!
It wasn't though. That's the thing. The dead dog
weren't
dance was
with me.
actually dead.
You weren't with me, and so you didn't see.
Stop
the
it!
fun
Stop
part
it!
of the convention.
We're gonna get copywritten or striked for this. Like, I'm probably not gonna be able to air this
won't.
part now.
No, you can. You air?
Well, because he's just such a good singer, it sounds like the original.
No, they get real freaky with that. If you hum a song, it'll
No,
mute.
they don't.
On Twitch, I've hummed a song, and it's muted my video feed for that.
Leave it, I don't like it.
Twitch and YouTube's worse than Twitch.
The thing is like, it's in fair use, and we're not going into that rabbit hole.
Fair use gets me banned.
You're
from
telling
posting
somebody
things.
who is an IT of a school district what fair use is.
Either way, my next con will probably be Aquatifer, where I'm hosting a lot of panels at it, so be sure to check that out. It is not only a really cool con at a really cool place, that place is a water park.
Yeah.
And water parks, like you all know, are really freaking rad.
You're also forgetting about the mini-con, which I consider it for business purposes.
Oh, and there will be
Wisconsin Wilderness Camp Out.
Which...
Go camping.
Good luck. All the main spots are taken, so...
It does... Chewy.
I don't know how people
Here's
get
the thing.
set up for this.
So... all the main spots are taking. There's never been main spots. The fact is, we just went down there because it was more secluded and we could have a fire and yell, and who cares? But the thing is, oh hey, those spots they changed the system and instantly those spots went away with, as people found out. So get a spot up the hill. We're working on a system to get you from the top of the hill to the lower part of the hill. So you don't have to walk the entire way. And then we have got a plan for the next year. So...
We should call it quits on this now.
I want noms.
Before Wolfletech starts
hungry.
killing everybody, we are going to end this one.
Probably less than a mile from my cabin.
Yeah, he's gonna hit us with a car. So, thank you guys for watching. We do want to...
I'm sorry. We're literally listening now.
Thank you for enjoying our content. We would like to start doing a listener emails. So, Wolfletech, where can they send their questions and concerns about why Atty talks like she does, or why Wolfletech likes to tell stories so much? Where can they send those emails to?
FU@fluffedup.com.
Where can they actually send them to?
I need to make that an email though because we're fluffed up. FU. info@fluffedup.us.
One more time.
INFO ampersand FLUFFEDUP.us.
That's info at
fluffedup.us.
Oh.
And your questions might sound like, Atty, why is your face like it is?
Dude, freaking on my Q&A, people are literally like asking questions in the comments that I almost used up another F word that are in the video. Somebody's literally like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "Why don't you watch the video?"
I'm I'm watching. I'm actually paying attention to your content.
That's fine,
So-
but I'm just like, people are so stupid.
I watched a video on never with the Q&A and never do superlatives.
What the frick is a superlative?
And that'll be a story for the next time.
Okay, goodbye, people. Please
Info at
send us,
Fluffed Up.
please send us emails. I want content to read that doesn't involve Wolf telling a 20-minute story. I'm kidding.
Wolfletech,
A lot happened in a month.
sing our outro music
Yeah,
so we
come
can
on.
fade into it.
Um,
You were singing it like 30 minutes
that was
ago.
the intro. The outro.
What?
Is
Are
different.
they the same?
No.
Da 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 da.
It's
Da 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 da. Katamari Dynasty.